Hey guys, so today's Vlogmas is coming to you pretty much exclusively from my bed because I'm not very well at all. So yesterday I did explain that at the start of the day that I wasn't feeling very well, didn't I? And I think I was talking, about it, and I tried to just carry on and put on a brave face and, just kind of get on with it and stuff. But honestly, the rest of the day from about 6 p.m. onwards was like unbearable. And during the night last night, it got like so unmanageable that I couldn't even like lie down. I had to sit right up like this at like 4 in the morning. And because obviously I shared the bed with George, every time George moved, I had to get up and run to the bathroom because I thought I was going to be sick, and I was a little bit sick but managed to hold most of it in. It's just like extreme nausea. I can't even explain it to you. It's like being on a boat for a week, like a wobbly boat like this, and then getting off it and trying to cope with like seasickness. I had something like that then. So I can't remember if I explained it a little bit or not yesterday, but as I said, I think I said, I don't know, I feel like I might have said this before or whatever, but I have really, really bad periods, basically. There's no kind of nice way of putting it. If you're a guy that's watching this, I'm sorry if you don't like stuff like that, but that's what happens. And like they've kind of always been bad my whole life. They've never been pleasant. But during the last, like, maybe, I want to say like a year, but maybe less, they've just got unbearable, like unbelievable. Like, just like today just rendered me just completely lost in my bed. Even though I've taken painkillers, they're just so unbelievably bad that I can't do anything at all. Like, it's just like, I can't even begin to explain to you. Sorry, I just hit my arm and made the camera wobble. And I did it again. I can't even begin to explain to you what it's like. It's just crazy. And I've not been diagnosed properly because there are just so many things that it could be. And I think when you go into the doctor and you're like, I've got a bad period, they're like, okay, just you take a paracetamol and have a lie down. And I'm like, it's really not that. It's like, it's not even a period anymore. It's just like hell, like actual hell. I can't even, I feel like, well, I was reading an article last night to try and help myself feel better because I'm pretty confident that it is a condition called endometriosis, which affects a lot of women, but it can be like wrongly diagnosed or not looked after properly for a long time, just because, I've had a couple of other things ruled out, and it just feels to me like it is that. And I was reading on like an endometriosis charity last night some stories of women, and one of them was saying that it was so bad she got taken to A&E, and when she got there, the doctor was like, I'm not surprised you're in pain because the pain that you're feeling right now is the same as like labor, actually giving birth. And this is just what happens to me every month, like without fail, and it's getting worse as well. Like last night, I'd never ever had it this bad. It was just so bad. So anyway, I can see that I've been talking for 4 minutes and I want to try and keep this vlog pretty short, but I just want to tell you that Vlogmas Day 2 is a total fail. But this is kind of quite real. This is what happens to me every month. And I have like 1 or 2 days where I just can't do anything, or I have to continue with my life, and it's just awful. I was talking to my friend John, who I DJ with at Uproar, because it started once when I was at Uproar, and John just said to me, he was like, you just weren't you at all. I didn't like properly explain to John what it was, but he just knew. He was just like, you're not right at all. I'm getting quite upset, and I think it's because I just find it really frustrating. I hate vlogging because I'm such an ugly crier. Like full on like Kim Kardashian ugly. I just had to stop saying, so I got a little bit upset because I think I just find it really, really... My t-shirt looks so strange. I think because I find it really, really frustrating that I can't just carry on with life like I want to. I just get a bit upset about it, but it is kind of what it is, and I just kind of have to carry on as much as possible. So, yeah, this is a fail of a Vlogmas. But I'm pretty much just going to leave it at this because I don't want to stress myself out. I definitely have things I have to do tomorrow, including DJing and something else which is really fun. But I'm hoping I'll feel better by tomorrow. So I think last night was kind of the worst of it, really. And also I'm quite persistent in really trying to not let it get in the way, and there have been times in my life before when I've been in excruciating pain but just kind of carried on because I don't want to regret the life I couldn't live. I get really inspired by my friend Valerie, who lives with chronic pain in her legs and in her back and prevents her from walking, but she doesn't ever stop. She's just sort of like, cool, you know, if you're gonna give me this pain, I'm gonna carry on and show you that you're not gonna beat me, and I'm still gonna live this amazing life. And she lives more of an exciting life than most people that I know, so I get really inspired by that, and it pushes me every month to just be like, if this is what I have to deal with, I have to deal with it. And in kind of a weird way, it does make dealing with everything else like a bit of a walk in the park. Like when I went to go and get my first tattoo, and George was like, you know, it is kind of a little bit painful, blah, blah, blah. And I was so nervous. I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, Jim, please don't hurt me. And I was like, honestly, I used Jim's toilet like 4 times before this thing because I was just so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get a tattoo. And then Jim started, and I looked up at George like, say it. I deal with like way worse than this on a monthly basis, so in kind of a weird way it does make everything else in life really like relatively painless. You know, if I get flu or something, I'm just like, yeah, I'm snotty, it's a bit annoying, but I'm alright. So yeah, it's kind of a weird thing, but yeah, anyway, I hope in future that I'll be able to upload a vlog where I have got confirmed diagnosis and I can kind of either have surgery or take like a hormone pill or sort out the pill that I'm taking, change to different things. I'm hoping one day there will be answers, but for now I don't have answers, so I'm just carrying on. But I want you to know that for 1 in 10 of every woman in the UK, this is what life is like every month, and it just is. And power to them for going through that. That means that by, you know, if I've got about 2,000 subscribers on this channel, this would mean that like a handful of you also have endometriosis, and I'd love for you to comment, talk to me, talk to each other, help each other out. You know, one of the biggest things for me is going online and knowing that I'm not the only one. I know Charlotte Good Owl, her blog is called, she spoke out about it recently, and I just DM'd her straight away like, you've just made me feel like a human being, because I felt so alone. I felt like I was the only person going through this weird, horrible, extremely painful thing every month, and she just made me feel like a normal human being again by reassuring me that I'm not the only person in the world that goes through this. So if you feel the same, selfishly, you'll be reassuring me if you leave me a comment. But what I'd love is that if anybody's watching this vlog that also has the same thing, hopefully I've helped you by reassuring you, but we can all reassure and talk to each other, and that would really mean a lot to me. So I'm gonna leave this here for Vlogmas Day 2, and I'm so sorry that it's just shit. And you know, I feel like so concerned after making like a cool trailer that everybody's gonna come over to Vlogmas and be like, the fuck is this? This is crap. But I'm keeping Vlogmas real, okay? I'm shooting it on my phone. There's no fancy stuff here. I don't want you to feel like your life is inadequate compared to mine or anything like that, because I hate that feeling of vlogs. I watch vlogs and I think, oh my god, my life is shit. I don't do anything. I don't live in a nice house. I don't have nice things. I don't have a perfect life. And doing this recently is helping me open up about that. And by showing you my old flat, which I thought was a state, has helped me come to terms with the fact that not everybody lives in a Pinterest home, not everybody has that blogger life, and I am a very normal human being. I might have blue hair and I might, you know, do stuff on the internet as a job, but I want to reassure you that you can be normal and you can do this stuff. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like so delirious, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but Vlogmas is going to be real, just so you know. I thought after I did that trailer, I was like, shit, maybe I should do things that are really shiny, really jazzy, edited to music, and then I was just like, I don't want to do that. I started the second channel because I didn't want to do that. It's not joined to any network, any management, nothing. Nobody tells me what to do, nobody tells me when to upload, and that's how I want it to stay. And I don't want to feel pressure to make jazzy, oh, hiccups, jazzy videos. And I'm not going to. If you want to watch jazzy videos, shiny polished things, you can watch them all on my main channel. And I love doing that on my main channel. But on this channel, we're just going to chat and keep it real. And that's what we're doing today. And that is Vlogmas Day 2. We're keeping it real. Tomorrow will be different. But until then, I'm going to not move from this bed because I feel horrific. So I will see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas. And please do leave comments if you suffer from the same thing, because I want to talk to you, because you're my girls. We got this. Okay, so see you tomorrow. Bye.